what really happened, I was dealing drugs, you know? I was using marijuana. And this guy came to the corner and he started to preach right in front of my house whereby I couldn't get my drugs set. And so here's what I did. I said, I'm going to get him from in front of my house. And so I get a big rock and I said, I'm going to lick him right in his head. And you know, as he was preaching, when I went to take the rock and I went to lick him in his head, a nail went straight through my right foot. And so I said, this must be really a man of God. You know, so I couldn't sell weed, I had to lay down, and the guys still keep coming for weed. And then one of my friends, he said, you know the guys having a retreat, let's go out there. So I went out there with the guy. Then we reached out there in Carmichael Road, man. They had, you know, where they was dwelling and everything. Got everything right there. The guy started to talk about Jesus Christ. And so I was wondering who this is. Because I really was a heathen. I didn't know nothing but the scriptures. I didn't know what God really wanted us to do. I thought we just, you know, here. But after he started to speak about the scriptures of Jesus died in our place, I said, what? Someone died for me? You know? And so I started to acknowledge. I said, well, the guy said, you should give your life over to him. I said, what? And I give my life over to Christ, right? And I didn't know I really do it. I didn't know I do it. You know? And so after I gave my life to him, man, we were still shooting dice. And while we shooting dice, we telling guys, hey, Jesus want to save you. You know? And so I believe in the life that we accepted, we start to grow. What it is, mature and mature. So we grow up, you know, and we grow up. So we get strong. You know, and after we got strong, we start to preach the gospel. So I went over in Baintown. We started to preach the gospel, you know. Then I realized that from the scriptures that, hey, Christ says, my Father sent you. Send me, so sent I you. You know, and so we were able to go with the gospel. We started to spread the gospel. I'm talking real things. That's like the book of Acts. We were really in action. I'm talking, but not, you know, not playing. But we were really trying to get people from behind the gates of hell, bring them into the kingdom of God. And believe me, that's one of the spiritual battle that the Christian is in. Because you are in a battle whereby you wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers of spiritual wickedness in high places. And so you're in a battle with the enemy that you can't see. It's like predatory.